in Ukraine channel. We will discuss military developments in Ukraine. Here we're gonna start with what's going on right now west of Kyiv. This is the capital of Ukraine. And we will start with yesterday end of day situation so you can understand better what's going on right now. Yesterday, Russian troops tried to attack from two main directions. One is it's called Warsaw Highway. As you see this to the north, where we show 37 units of spotted units of BMD and BMP, and then there was a scout attack here with 4 BMDs, and they were destroyed. So BMD, just so you understand what it is, this is how it looks like. It's a special developed armored fighting vehicle for airborne troops. Has very thin armor, just works only against bullets. And so it has no chances against Ukrainian militia, which is saturated with anti-tank weapons. So they were destroyed there. And the day before, Ukraine, actually, just to provide more information, day before, Ukrainian militia recaptured Bucha and Irpin. Those are two major towns from the northwest on the pass to Kyiv, and they blew up all of the bridges across Irpin River. So that was going on northwest, and then from the straight from the west, Russia yesterday they did probing attack with 5 to 7 T-72 tanks. They came to the Stoyanka. There is a blown up bridge here. There was exchange of fire, and for whatever reason, the morale is getting low in Russian troops, and they abandoned 2 to 3 tanks in fully working condition, and the rest of them retreated. So this is actually the picture of this abandoned tank. One of them. Actually, the engine was still working, and this is a picture from the person who actually was there, the journalist from Ukrainian TV. So now let's look what is going on right now, midday. So Russian troops renewed attack on Bucha, and they managed to push a little bit Ukrainian militia inside of the town. They lost up to 10 BMDs in the process, and so far it's a stalemate. It's clear that Russian troops don't have enough mass to penetrate in brute force attack, and they're getting to the point of exhaustion at this point. So now let's look at what's going on from the big picture, how it works. So Russian troops are coming from two main routes from Belarus, and they have headquarters of their 36th Army here in a place called Detyatki, which was actually attacked a day ago or 2 days ago by Ukrainian special forces, and the headquarters had to flee to Russia. So these two routes are the major supply routes to supply Russian forces west and northwest of Kyiv. And there is a constant attempts to cut all those forces in Ivanka. And this town is turning into little Stalingrad in terms of it's turning into rubble. However, Russians are still holding on to this town. And then the troops Russian troops go like in 3 main ways. One goes straight directly to attack north from Kyiv. However, here they almost don't try to do anything. They pretty tame there. Then the most of them actually goes kind of like in the southern direction, and there is some kind of split from what we're seeing in terms of some of the Russian troops, they attacked on this using this Warsaw Highway that we showed. and around Hostomel Airport, and it's mostly sober and airborne troops. So this is actually kind of like a salad of different troops, and it seems like they use sober and as a filler to increase the numbers. And just to explain what sober is, it's basically militarized police in Russia to control population. And so they obviously not the same level as regular military. Then there is regular military goes more through Borodyanka, more to the south, where we see tanks, and then they attack. They drive through on Zhytomyr highway, and then they try to attack straight from the west, which we just showed you. However, they exhausted here as well. So far, they've been spotted units of 8 to 13 tanks. There is no huge, there is no big attacks at this point. To the west, the front is being held by regular Ukrainian army. You can see here, Yuriv. And here it's mostly Kyiv right now, mostly defended by militia. So just a few pictures of this is bridge in Ivanka where the Russian army tries to protect it with armor fighting vehicles. And just going back, actually, the very critical, important to understand this war. Russia doesn't really control this landmass here. They only control routes and some of the towns on these routes and villages on these routes. So it's very incorrect when others are showing as if Russia is controlling the land. They don't really control any of the land, and there is a strong resistance from the local population, which joins militia to fight Russians. So this is the bridge in Ivankiv that's very critical and very important for them for their supply. And the fact that Russian army right now is getting into the crisis mode is the news that they lost Major General Andrei Sukhovetsky in Ukraine. It's somewhere in northeastern part of Ukraine a day ago. At this point, Russians introduced about 95% of the available troops, and they lost about up to 10,000 in troops out of the committed troops. So at this point, they reached the maximum saturation of their troops in Ukraine, and it's only from this point, unless they bring more troops, the number of Russian troops will only go down, which also means that the chances of them reaching their objectives are going down as well. So they're in a way in a strategic defeat that may turn into actual tactical defeat, as they simply don't have enough forces to effectively control and effectively attack Ukraine, especially Kyiv. So we don't believe that the Kyiv is in danger at this point. So the next update we will provide, this is another attempt at attack from the east of Kyiv, and this is showing destroyed Russian armor east of Kyiv. So this is it for right now. We will try to provide update in the evening today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.